This coming May 3rd will mark the 38th anniversary of a date that changed America. It was this day in 1980 that 13-year-old Carrie Lightner was hit by a car. She was struck with such force that she was knocked out of her shoes, thrown 125 feet into the air, and sadly passed away not long after the accident. Her mother, Candy Lightner, soon after found out that the driver was drunk and would most likely receive little to no punishment for this accident. This was her third run-in with impaired drivers harming her children, so reasonably she was overcome with not only grief but rage. But instead of wallowing, she decided to dedicate her life to fighting the epidemic of drunk driving. 3 days later, she founded MAD, or Mothers Against Drunk Driving, a non-profit organization dedicated to eradicating drunk driving, supporting its survivors, preventing underage drinking, and enforcing stricter impaired driving policies for alcohol, drugs, and distractions. The group quickly gained popularity under her leadership, with its membership growing to more than 2 million across America and Canada within the first 3 years. She was equally as good at growing the group as she was at fighting for lawmakers to change and make laws to save lives. According to WeSaveLives.org, Lightner fought successfully for the passing of more than 500 bills at state and national levels. Her most prominent was the bill passed to raise the drinking age from 18 to 21. They credited her for saving thousands of lives. She was a tireless fighter for this cause, accomplishing so many things, including being appointed to the National Commission on Drunk Driving by President Ronald Reagan, being awarded honorary degrees by 2 different universities, founding 4 more successful nonprofit organizations, and getting the initial bill passed that allowed police officers to pull over and arrest anyone suspected of drunk or distracted driving. One of her most recent accomplishments was founding WeSaveLives.org in 2013, an organization focused on the 3 Ds: drugged, drunk, and distracted driving. This website was the original reason I decided to commemorate Mrs. Lightner, because in 2016 I lost my high school best friend to a distracted driving accident, and I have been advocating against it ever since. After leaving the MAD organization in 1990, Miss Lightner finally felt as though she could deal with her grief and wrote a beautiful book, Giving Sorrow Words: How to Cope with Grief and Get On With Your Life, which has helped and inspired so many across the nation. She even inspired her daughter Serena to form the group Students Against Distracted Driving. Candy Lightner has suffered such great loss in her life but was able to make such good out of it. She inspires me to channel grief and anger into something more positive. Miss Lightner still to this day is working hard to continue inspiring community change and action on many fronts, and has never once stopped. As a direct result from her actions, with each new legislative action, the number of alcohol-related traffic deaths fell and the number of drunk driver arrests rose. She is a determined, brave, and enthusiastic advocate, speaker, and leader who has had immense success in every aspect of her life. Candy Lightner has inspired me and so many others to reach out into our community and try harder to make a change on the topics that we feel most passionate about. There are too many things to count that we could thank her for, so thank you for all you have done and continue to do, Mrs. Lightner.